Thank you for getting me out of here for a minute and forcing some food in me.
You remember what you ate?
No, I'm sure it was very good because you picked the restaurant. I can't... Where's Danny?
Well, they must have taken him for some tests.
No, he wasn't scheduled for any tests.
All right, maybe Sam has him.
Of course, when he gets fussy, Sam takes him for a walk. That makes perfect sense. I'm sure Sam has the baby.
Yeah. So what do you think Dr. Clay meant earlier when he told us that Franco was claiming to be Jason?
You know what, with everything going on, I forgot that unsettling little tidbit.
Any idea why he would do something like that?
Other than he's a psycho lunatic who will work any angle to get what he wants.
I guess it doesn't do us any good to analyze his motives, does it?
Whatever they are, they're more twisted than you could ever imagine. And this is the guy we're all hoping will be a match for Danny.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry. I really was hoping that I was a match.
You, Michael, Ned, I wasn't being picky. I hate that I'm in this situation, and I hate that I put Sam in it.
Don't blame yourself.
Why not?
Well, look, Franco is Jason's twin. It only makes sense that there's a good chance he's a match.
We have gone through every relative that we know, and now we can't even hope for Sam's father because I can't remember his freaking name, as if I ever knew it.
Listen to your nephew, please. You have to stop blaming yourself for not knowing who Sam's father is.
I blame myself because it's my fault. I'm the one who was underage drinking. I'm the one who went into a bar and had sex with a guy I didn't know.
You were a teenager. You freed yourself from the dysfunction of our morbidly twisted family. The only thing that you might be guilty of is exploring your boundaries, and that's hardly a crime, isn't it? How could you possibly have known all these years later that you would need to know that one specific detail? There's no way.
Rationally, I do. I get that. But emotionally, my grandson is really, really sick. And I can't help but thinking that Sam's father has children, so there's siblings and cousins and people that can help Danny, and now they can't because I can't remember his name.
You know, you're torturing yourself over a man that could possibly be dead.
You're reaching.
Really? Think about it. Anyone who picks up teenagers in a dive bar is seriously lacking in risk management skills, in my opinion.
I know you're trying to make me feel better. It's not working because all I can think about is Sam's father might have a family that's as big as the Falconeri clan, and there's all these possibilities that could save Danny.
It's okay. We don't need Sam's father to save Danny. We'll find another way.
Oh. Migos sends me away to boarding school to save me from Helena. I go get knocked out by someone I don't know, and my father forces me to give her up for adoption. This is a great tragedy, you know.
Most of our family stories are, aren't they?
Nikos was wrong, I was wrong, and now the sins of the parents and the grandparents are visited upon the children. You see, that is the real Cassadine curse.
It's the gift that keeps on giving, Alexis.
Are we ever gonna be free of it? Ever?
Elena was a powerful and vindictive woman. We all know that, but I don't believe that Danny developed leukemia because she put a curse on him.
I was referring to my ignorance at the identity of my own child's father. It'd be very convenient to blame this on the Cassadine curse, but in fact it is my fault.
Look, I know the frustration that comes with helplessness. I feel it too. I mean, you want to do something, right? Anything to help Danny, and when you fail at that, well, you want to blame someone else, right? Even if it's yourself. But those kind of mind games aren't going to get us any closer to finding a cure for Danny.
It's killing me that I'm missing the opportunity to help my grandson.
I know, but maybe not. What about Molly's theory that Sam's father had a name that began with a J?
Are we seriously going to rely on a Ouija board to lead us to Sam's father?
I'm considering the possibility. Look at our family, right? I mean, Migos builds a machine to control the weather. My father survives a fall down a bottomless pit. Can I go on?
No,
or
please
here?
don't. With Cassadines, not even death and taxes are certain.
I'm just saying, if there's even the slightest possibility that the letter J is a clue to the identity of someone who can help Danny, isn't it worth considering?
Plus, even if we believe that his name starts with a J, the night I got pregnant is such a blur. Mr. J could say his name and I wouldn't even know
I know,
it.
but sometimes one detail leads to another, right? Like kind of like the floodgates opening. Just try and recall something, no matter how small it is, like what you were wearing. Do you remember what you were wearing at all that night?
I don't even remember what I was wearing last week. How am I going to remember something that long ago?
Okay, well, what about the bar? You said that he came with some other guys. All right, maybe one of those guys called him by name, a name that began with a J. Just try and put yourself back there and remember.
I remember him coming in with a bunch of friends.
Okay. All right, good. What were they saying? Can you remember anything that they said to
I don't know.
you or him?
I don't know, Nicholas. I can't remember.
Any news?
What do you mean, news?
We wanted to make sure things are ready when the police bring Danny in.
Police? What are you talking about?
You mean you don't know?